Pip's own bloom. In the heart of the Whispering Woods lived Pip, a squirrel with a very busy mind and a very soft heart. He spent his mornings watching the sunlight dance through the emerald leaves, wondering if he was doing squirrel things the right way. Pip often felt like a small pebble in a forest of giant boulders. While other squirrels seemed to know exactly who they were, Pip felt like he was still waiting for his own story to begin. Suddenly, a blur of fur zoomed past. It was Speedy Sam. Sam was so fast that the wind whistled whenever he ran by, leaving a trail of swirling leaves in his wake. Pip tried to run just as fast, but his legs felt heavy and the ground felt bumpy. He tripped over a stray root and landed with a soft thump in a pile of clover. "I'm not fast at all," Pip sighed. Up above, Jumpy Jess was performing amazing acrobatics. She leaped from the highest oak to the swaying willow without even breaking her stride. She looked like a furry kite gliding through the air. Pip climbed a branch and tried to leap, but the distance looked much too far. He climbed back down, one claw at a time, feeling very unagile. "I'm not a jumper," he whispered to the moss. Then there was Fluffy Fred. Fred had a tail so large and magnificent it looked like a silver cloud. Everyone stopped to admire how it shimmered in the afternoon sun. Pip looked at his own tail. It was thin and neat, good for keeping warm, but it certainly didn't shimmer like a cloud. He felt very plain compared to the grand squirrels of the woods. Feeling very small and very ordinary, Pip wandered deep into the forest until he reached the great oak. It was the oldest tree in the woods, with roots that held the secrets of 1,000 years. Sitting high in a hollow of the great oak was Ollie. Ollie was an owl with feathers, the color of twilight, and eyes that looked like golden moons. He saw everything, even the things squirrels tried to hide. Pip looked up at the wise bird. "Ollie," he chirped softly, "I am not fast like Sam, agile like Jess, or grand like Fred. I think I am a very poorly made squirrel." Ollie flew down with a silent sweep of his wings and landed on a low branch right in front of Pip. "Little squirrel," Ollie hooted, "you are looking at the forest, but you are not seeing the garden." "Think of the orchard at the edge of the woods," Ollie said. "In the spring, the cherry tree bursts into pink petals. It is the first to show its beauty, and the world cheers for its arrival." Ollie blinked his golden eyes. "But the plum tree does not cry because it is not pink. It waits, and then it blooms with deep, snowy whites, smelling sweeter than any other." "Then come the peach and the apricot," Ollie continued. "They do not race the cherry or the plum. Each tree knows that its time to bloom is the only time that matters." "In the old stories, this is called Oubaitori," Ollie whispered. "The cherry, the plum, the peach, and the apricot. 4 different flowers, 4 different times, and all of them perfectly beautiful." Pip thought about this. He wasn't a cherry tree or a plum tree. He was just Pip. "But Ollie," he asked, "what if I don't have any flowers at all?" Ollie ruffled his feathers. "You have been so busy watching others bloom that you haven't noticed your own roots growing. Go back into the woods, Pip. Look at what your hands do when you aren't trying to be Sam or Jess." The next morning, Pip stopped comparing. He noticed a patch of dry leaves that looked wrong. He dug a little and found a cache of perfect golden acorns that everyone else had missed. Pip realized he loved to organize. He spent the afternoon lining up his acorns by size and color in his hollow. It wasn't fast or flashy, but it made his heart feel steady and calm. Later, Pip saw a tiny mouse named Morsel struggling to carry a heavy seed. Pip didn't zoom past or jump over him. He stepped softly and offered a helping paw. "You are very gentle," Morsel squeaked happily. Pip smiled. He realized that being gentle was a strength too. It made the woods feel like a friendlier place for everyone. As Pip walked, he used his keen nose to sniff the damp earth. He followed a scent that was earthy and rich, hidden beneath a curtain of heavy ferns where no one else dared to go. There, tucked away in the shadows, Pip found a cluster of rare, ruby-red strawberries and golden-capped mushrooms. They were the treasures of the forest, found only by those who moved slowly and looked closely. Pip didn't need to be fast, or agile, or grand. He was the squirrel who found the hidden things and cared for the small ones. Pip had bloomed in his own way, and his garden was beautiful.